Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. And this week on the old Magic Roundabout, we got a Dinky Toys standard Atlas. It's as you can see, play worn. There you go. As you watch this go round, as always, I'd just like to welcome any new friends of the channel. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for signing up, and welcome back all the old friends of the channel. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Okay, rightio. So let's get this off the Magic, get it on the bench, and have a good look at it. Okay, we're on the bench. Let's have a gander. Let's have a goosey gander. Standard Atlas, Dinky Toys. Oh, that's a tiny rivet, tiny post there. And look where it's situated. Wow, that's going to be flipping heck. Ain't going to be a lot in there. That might be a glue job. Okay. Well, it looks like it's had some paint work done on it at some point. It didn't stay on there very long. The top's been painted grey, as you can see, because that's the original colour underneath. The red looks like an overpaint, but it didn't last. It didn't stop on long, whatever it was. Got good tyres on it. Suspension's okay. That'll be a metal sprung plate in there. Tab at the back to remove from there. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get that rivet out. Get that, drill that top off that post. While I was at it, I bought myself a new drill. There you go. Because as I've been complaining, mine's knackered. So I got this one, 18 volt. Because my one, the switches all go in, and I couldn't press reverse. I had to really put pressure on it and mess about the. This has got the difference between this one and the other one. This has got hammer action around here. Yeah, it's got the hammer action. It's a bit heavier, but it should be all right. Okay, so I'm going to give this a whirl. Okay, that's that out. Let's have a look inside, shall we? See what we've got. I have loosened it anyway. So up we come. There's a hook in the back. Drag it out. There we have it. That'll be, like I say, metal plate suspension, sprung plate. Of course, I only just managed to catch that action in the corner. Look, not very good, is it? But it works. Yeah, I just want to tap the plate a bit on there. It's a little bit skew-if down the side there. Right, oh, look at how narrow that post is there. Bloody hell. Excuse my French. That's tiny. Flipping heck. I'm not going to really through there. Yeah, I think I'm going to screw this one, tap it. I'm not risking busting through here. I'll make a mess if I bust through there. Because you've got to go at an angle to get in there. And it's not very good. Not to take a 2.5 rivet, which I use, 2.5mm rivet, what I use. Anyway, let's see what we've got so we can get this out. Does it all come out in one, do you think? Maybe. Ooh. Careful there, I think I might have just cracked that. Well, this is stuck in here, isn't it? I'm trying to get a hook somewhere in it. I don't know where about to get a hook on here. Flipping heck. Screws are banging, but just in that corner there, I might be able to just lodge it. God, I thought this was going to be easy. It never flipping is it? I'm gonna break this if I'm not careful. I think the whole thing comes out in one unit, I reckon. That's the only way I'm going to get this out of here, isn't it? This is a palette knife that artists use. It's quite soft. Just ease it in there. I can feel it moving. It's attaching. Is that? Is that metal, isn't it? I can just tease it a little bit without too much pressure on it. Just run it along the edge there. If there's any paint, hopefully it'll break it. Break the seal. I see it's already got a slight crack in it. I think I've got another one of these anyway, but I have to check the glass on it. The front's coming down, you can see it move, the front's moving. And the back is moving. We've got movement. I've got enough movement to get that in there. Not yet. That's very paper. These are paper. This is really paper thin. All right. I'm going to get this off camera because I've already been doing it 5 minutes already. Come on, you bugger. It's definitely wedged in there somehow. It's got to be the paint what's causing this, isn't it? I'm sure it is. That front's coming down, but it's moving, but not very well. Just gonna try and work it. Probably snap it in half. Now I've got that in there. I might. Oh, I don't know. This is scary stuff. There again, you see it might be riveted. So really, I need to get this out. See, that windscreen might be riveted in there. So I really need to get this out. I don't know quite how I'm going to do that without breaking it. It's certainly in there. Something's moving. Come on. No, I broke it now, haven't I? it's all coming apart now. Look. The reason I'm doing this, I have tried soaking it. I had one like this once before. It wasn't this, but it was something very similar. And I tried soaking it in warm water to soften all the paint up, but it didn't work. So that's why I'm doing it dry like this, because I know it doesn't work. But if I can get in there somehow. I've got some sort of movement now. Flipping not having it, is it? Have we got movement now? Yeah, it's coming. That's it, that's broke away now. Flipping Ada. It's fighting me all the way, this is. That's it, this is the sort of thing, there you go. Yeah, it was riveted, look. Because I didn't force it anymore, I snapped it in half. Yeah, so I've lost a bit of this, but I can glue that, you see. Look at that. That's where it got stuck on there. That's why the front was sticking, because it got some of that paint or whatever they put on it has gone seeped through all the way along there. And you can see, if you look carefully there, it looks like glue all the way along there. Whether it was factory glue, I don't know. But yeah. I'll see if my other one I've got of these, I'll see what condition that's in. And I'll check the interior on that. If I can do that, that's fine. I can glue that, that's not a real big problem. You ain't going to see that underneath there anyway. It was more this bit I didn't want to break. So that's the interior. There you are. I've got to get the soldering iron on that and get that out. See paint. See the paint has gone through there. Look, there and there. And I bet you that'll be what's happened all the way along there. It's run down there. Look, where they painted it. That's where it's all stuck. Here, all the way along there. Look, you can see it. It's probably the thinners in the paint. Depending on what paint they've used, if they use like an enamel or something, then the thinners in it would have welded them two bits together along there, all the way along there. That's a risk you take, one of them things. But we can do it. We'll see what this glass is like now, because it's got a few marks in it now. But we'll have a look. I'll get my soldering on, I'll get that glass out. Okay, got the glass out, yeah. There you can see the paint all over it. Look at this, paint all over it. There. There's obviously a factory crack when it's been shoved in there. It's got a crack down there, but it's not. Yeah, you can see it, but the other one I've got, I just had a look. The other interior is better, so I'll probably use this interior. It's thinner. It seems to be a lot thinner. If you look at the old one, look at the difference. If you can see, this one's looks a lot stronger than this one. This is very thin in this area here. Vac form process. But I'll see what it looks like. I'm going to clean them both up, and I'll see what it looks like when it goes back in. Whether you can see this area, I might just glue that, because this is a better thickness. Well, we'll decide that anyway. So that's by the by. The other glass has got a bigger crack right down there, and it's quite flexible, so I think we'll be using this glass. Yeah, so there you go. Well, like I say, I'm going to clean both up anyway. I'll clean both the interiors up and both glass up and see what we're like. Okay, so that's ready for the caustic soda. Now, clean that up. Okay, we'll do that. I'll polish them hubs up. If I need to take them out, I'll have to grind off. And there's not a lot of room. If you look here, there's not a lot of room to grind these off here, so I'm going to leave them on. They'll polish up with the auto sol after the caustic anyway. And then that. All right. See you in a bit. That's out of the caustic now. Pretty good. Come out all right. Casting's a bit blotchy as normal on some of these. See what that is. Bit of a mark there, just there. So I'll get that out. I'll give it a go over the wire brush and the wire wheel. I'm just checking for major problems. I think the only one we've really got is that little blemish there. Apart from that, so that's that. Interiors, I did glue both of these because they're very thin. I'll glue both of these. That area and that area. They're not great to glue. They're very thin. So I've got a choice of the two. We'll see when it comes to assembly. Now the window unit, I ended up cutting a piece out. It's a bit, yeah, when you cut it with the cutting wheel on this sort of stuff, it gets really hot. Yeah, I cut a piece out there because this one was, when I cleaned both glass up, you see this one had a crack on the back as well as one on that side. So I thought, well, and I worked it out, and this one just had this basically on that side. So I'll cut that out and put the good side in that side. There's a gap there, but I didn't want to get too close. There's plenty of room in the pillar across there, so that's not a problem. Fits in okay. I've just got the glue in now. I'm just letting it dry. I'll just show you that it fits in. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Look, it fits in. Got to clean that window there. But yeah, so now I'm crack free. So that's better, isn't it? And you can't see that. It's beyond. That's the reason why I decided to cut it there. But because of the drop down here, I needed a bit of a gap, so I left the gap there. All right. Makes it easier for me, and you won't be able to see it anyway. So, job done. So I've got that dry overnight. So that's where we are at that. I want to keep these two pieces for emergency pieces, same as this. So that's why I'm doing both of them. So yeah, and we're all ready for painting. So there we go. Now got to choose a colour or colours. I'm really struggling at the minute. I've been looking at the Google images. Not many of these on Google images to look at. There is a van. Well, there's a van version with blocked off both sides. I remember seeing those back in the day. And there's also the like a pickup which got a sloping thing. The Matchbox made one very similar. But there's not many of these. And I've got two of these, so what I might do is go original with this one. And the other one I've got, I might do a custom. That's one of the reasons why I'm probably keeping all this glass. And I'll probably, that cracked glass or whatever, I might replace that and smoke out the back windows and do a nice two-tone flash paint job and put some different wheels on it. Because these are small wheels on there, so I'll probably get some Rostars or something on here or something similar. Yeah. So that's what I might do. I'm undecided yet which way to go, so can't tell you till I've done it. Okay. Primer. Out of the paint shop we are now. As you can see, total change of plan. There's a reason for this. I was originally, as you know, I'm going to go with the original colours, the blue and the grey. Got the undercoat on. I went to put the blue down, and the blue that I'd got in the rattle can, it went on like glue. It was gloopy. It came out awful, and I've had to strip it. It's only happened to me once before, the rattle can. I think it was a red that he did it to. It was about, I'll say the can was just about a quarter full, and for some reason or another it just came out awful. It was the paint was warm, the casting was warm, it was shook up, it just went horrible. It does happen now and again. So what to do? So I remembered that when I was at Stafford Toy Fair, I met up with Luke and some of the boys from the Diecast and Modelers community. I think there's 4 of us all together. Luke bought in some paint. He bought in some 2K 2-pack paint I'd never used before. We'd already talked about it before, so he bought a can of that in for me to try. And I was going to try it on the Sierra Cosworth that I've got, but I thought, well, I stripped this, and I'm looking at different paints that I've got, different colours. I couldn't make my mind up on a colour a colour combination. So then I spotted this, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it in the white. This is frozen white on the 2K. I've tried it. I put it with a white undercoat. Yeah, it's gone down all right. The spray pattern was a lot wider than I'm used to. But yeah, it's gone down nice. I mean, it's not perfect because I'm not used to using it. So I thought I'd give it a go and try it. So this is the result. So this has got no lacquer on it. I think it's got a nice shine without a lacquer on it. I haven't rubbed it down or anything like that, and I think I'm going to go with it as is. And it is a screw base because of the fact that it's so tiny there. So if I get fed up with it and I don't like it, I can just strip it and redo it. So thank you, Luke from Diecast Outlaw, for supplying me with the paint. I've given it a go, and I've got plenty left, so I can carry on using it until I get the knack of using it. Just it's quite a wide spray pan, so it takes a bit longer to dry than what I normally do, and I might have put it on a bit thick because I'm like that. So anyway, what I'm going to do is paint some details on. So it's all white. Some of you might like it, some of you won't. But it is what it is, and I'm practicing and experimenting with this. And I've done a grey interior to match it. I'm going to paint the steering wheel black. So there we go. So now we'll just paint some details on it. See how we get on with this. You know, you don't try these things, you never know what's going to happen, do you? So you've got to try these things. And it's sitting there. He was kind enough to give it to me, so I'll give it a go. Right, got my brush. Got my glove on. Look, typical of me, that is trying to put my glove on. But it's only the finger bit that I want to protect. Just because I'm not sure that this is going to take too long to dry. So, let's do the radiator. So there we go. I'm in 2 minds whether I like it all white or not myself. So that's why I don't object to this one now as a screw base. Because I will set it in the cabinet, have a look at it, and if I think, nah, don't like it, I'll change it. No real problem, is it? There we go. So we get a bit on here. The couple of reasons why I couldn't make my mind up on a colour combination. The main one is, one, of the colour, and 2, I've seen 2 different ways of doing this in a 2-tone. Some of them, the colour is filled in there. Then see this, there's a thick line down there. That bottom half is painted, comes up in a curve there, goes over there and down the other side. That's a 2-tone. I like that idea, but then I also like the idea of either just having a roof, one colour, I just couldn't make, there's 2 or 3 different combinations, and I just couldn't make my mind up, you know, in those situations where I don't know which is which, and I was procrastinating and thinking, and I thought, you know what, if I keep doing this, I'm not going to get it done. And if I didn't like it, I've had to strip it and redo it again and again. So we've gone with a white. So we're all white at the back. Yeah, we're all white at the back. And we can always change it later, can't we? Well, so much for the summer we're having. Today is flipping cold. Wind, rain. So much for the summer. We seem to have a couple of warm days, and then the rest is windy or rainy. We're getting there. Too bad. Not too bad. I'm not going to do the outside surround, because if you look at the 1-to-1 version, that wasn't painted. It was painted body colour. Okay. Let's do some lights. Strange looking van, this, you know. There you go. Not very big headlights. It's not a very big van. Yep, I've been off to Specsavers a week before last I went. I should pick my new glasses up next week. Oh, 17th, sorry. 17th to pick them up. Yeah. Well, since I had all that problem with my eyes, with the glaucoma and stuff like that, I need to have regular x-rays and checks on my eyes. And I'm finding at the moment, I'm getting a lot of glare, sunlight, bright light outside. Doesn't have to be scorching sunshine, but it affects. I reckon it's due to the laser treatment that I had. So there you go. I'm probably talking to myself at this point. Right. Sorry, I didn't realise the camera's far down as that. Let's do this little emblem on the front. There you go. Right, I'm going to carry on and do filler cap. I won't do the filler cap, backlights, handles. Okay. Time to put this together again now then. So I'll put the window in. details are done. They're not great. These lights are really tiny at the front, so you can barely see them. There's a mark on the window, and you know what? I've tried whatever I can to get it off. Can't get it off. But it's the best out of the two, so can't be bad. Back lights are on. Number plates. I've had to put these on here because that's where they go. So let's get it in. Shouldn't take a minute or two to put this in here. Get that in nice and straight. I'm not going to glue that in. Put a bit of sponge in. Just to hold it. Now this is the tricky bit. Getting this, I've got to put a bit of marker pen on there. Hide that up. There you go. That's where I've been handling it. Okay. So this back end has to go right in there. Right up. And then push it. It's a bit tricky. And then that'll drop in there. Get that sponge, just move forward a bit. Get it in roughly in the middle. And there you go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Screw in. There you go. Number plates on the front. Number plate on the back. There you go, Bob. Suspension test. That's that one done. Hey, you know, get this on the magic in a minute. You know what it is? I don't know if anybody else feels it, but you get to a point where you're just not feeling it. And this one, for some reason or another, I just wasn't feeling it right from the beginning. You know, you get some castings, you do some, and you know, you get a good vibe off it, and you're really into it. And then others, you just don't get that feeling. And with this one, I just, you know, for some reason, I just never got that feeling out of this. Anyway, let's get it on the magic, get it in the cabinet, and we'll decide whether we're going to change the colour later or not. There we go. This is what we started with. Dinky Toys Standard Atlas. As you can see, play worn. Bit of felt pen on it. I think it's felt pen or it's been painted or something. There you go. So, have a look at this. And have a look, see what we've done with it. See if you like it. Have a look at this. Here we are then, all done and dusted. Our little Standard Atlas. Yeah, like I said earlier, just I ain't got the right vibes off this. Couldn't get a feeling out of this. Don't know why, ain't got a clue. But we got it done anyway. This is the 2K paint supplied by Luke at Diecast Outlaw, so thank you for that, Luke. Yeah. We give it a try. We've given it a whirl. I'll use it again on the Sierra Cosworth. This is a frozen white. Yeah, it went down alright. I need practice with it because it's quite a wide fan on the spray that I'm used to, and it's a different type of paint than what I'm used to. It takes longer to dry, I must admit. So anyway, we've done it. A couple of little details on it. Repainted the interior with the grey, black steering wheel to contrast this. Okay, then. Alright. Just tilt that a little bit that way. Yeah, I'm just still messing with the settings on the light box, just playing about. I'll look forward to your comments on this one. And we'll see you all again next week with another restoration. Okay, then. Well, look after yourselves. Be happy. Hopefully be lucky. And we'll see you all again next week. So bye for now. And we'll see you again. And we'll cut it any second now. Right at the back. Yeah, of course we are. Looks like it's floating, doesn't it?